Woo! You did it! You finished Apex!
Oh my God.
Would you say your hard work paid off?
Guys, we out here in Austin, Texas. It's Apex weekend. The moment we've been waiting for is finally here since November. We're here at Lift ATX, the best gym in Austin. Where we're gonna stretch and foam roll. Kenzie over here. Hook'em, Texas, this says. Casual athlete. Ready to go, baby! I got my hair braided for the comp. We're ready to go. I'm really excited though. We're gonna use the next few days, today and tomorrow, to just rest, eat well, eat a lot of carbs. So we'll be ready to go, get a lot of sleep. But I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. And I keep reminding myself that no matter how I do, it is still a win that I'm doing the competition in the first place and that my body is able to go through these types of challenging events because not everyone can do that. So it's a blessing either way. And I'm excited to see how I do after all this training that I've put in. Hopefully we show up and show out. Kenzie is quietly agreeing with me over there. Yeah. It's always my favorite gym because there's dogs everywhere. Hi, baby. Hello. Come say hello to me. Hey. Hi. Precious.
I thought I told you time and time again that we won't stop. Back and show by show, I'm tryna triple and double the pot. Book for at least 6 figures, a show or more for him on now. 6 figures. Pooping at 25 rows, all great interior whenever it's cloudy. Remember they bit of my growth, I'm chasing health and wealth, not clout. Baddies under my belt, I cook like a chef from Mr. Chow. Ain't been going no speeds, but I spend G's whenever I browse. Mink on all of my carpets at the house, I walk on clouds. Soon as I get out this work, I'm out the door, I'm in and out. Every girl slurping and burnt just like a perk, I'm in her.
We're here at the Airbnb. Jasmine and I went grocery shopping. We stocked up for what looks like 2 weeks.
Okay, but in the fridge, it looks like we're here for like 2 days, actually. It doesn't look like it's anything in the fridge.
Okay, that makes me feel a little better. But
Like,
honestly,
look at it.
she wants to show you guys.
You know what? I take that. Just kidding.
It's mainly water.
It's the water, it's the water balloon.
What's in here? Oh, veggies. Yeah, the girl, it looks like we're here for 2 weeks. Fruit, blueberries, strawberries, grapes.
Protein, though, low-key.
Well, because I want to find a better place to get protein from than HEB.
I'm lacking. Actually, no, all the protein in the fridge is mine.
Yeah. I'm lacking protein. Not for tonight. But I want to cook my meals until after the competition. I don't want to mess around with not feeling well if I eat something off. So tonight we're gonna do rice, shrimp, and green beans. And then tomorrow, the night before, I'm gonna make a nice steak, which I'm excited for. Boil in a bag rice.
The top one?
Never have I ever. Submerge.
Oh, uncovered.
Yeah. You want to rinse off the green beans? I'm really wanting the Gatorades to be cold so I can drink it. I can't drink them warm, that's gross.
What did you want to do more?
Really just for me, chill. I want to journal. I have like a document to fill out that Zayla made me to just work on things to say to myself while I'm there. A lock-in day for me. Be focused and make myself mentally ready more than anything, I think. She brought a food scale. Measuring out, making sure we're getting enough protein, you guys.
We all got ours. Your steak.
Yes. Yes. I'm hoping to find like a cutie little seafood meat market.
That'd be nice.
Right? you. We ended up doing a fried rice with shrimp and eggs, obviously, and carrots. And then we made some green beans. This is what we working with. Fire. Yum. After we eat this, we're probably just gonna go to bed. It's already 8 p.m. here. Do you know what the time difference is? 2 hours. That's why. But honestly, I'll probably still be able to fall asleep. This is my first time trying the lime cucumber Gatorade with someone on a podcast. Actually, Tim Riley's podcast, the man who runs Apex. This woman was talking about hybrid training and how when she does her like long runs, she does the cucumber lime Gatorade. And I was like, sounds interesting. It's pretty good. I got some oranges as well. That's my favorite. Pretend like this tastes really, really good. So this time tomorrow, I will be competing. I'll be in the depths of it. I'll probably be done with my sprint. I hope it's not too loud. I hope you guys can hear me okay. This Airbnb is like right next to the highway. I'm not mad at the birds though. I slept really well last night. I got over 9 hours, went to bed early, and we're 2 hours ahead of Arizona time, so my body woke me up at 2 a.m. which is 4 a.m. in Arizona, which makes sense, checks out. I was able to fall back asleep, and then I got up officially around 7:30, which is like 5:30, so. But I feel good, I feel well rested. Today I plan to journal. I plan to go to a coffee shop and just kind of spend some time with myself. Check in with my mental space. Excited. I've been thinking about the things I'm going to say to myself while I'm competing to just keep me level-headed. I've been picturing it a lot. I'm glad I was able to sleep well. I was worried that I was going to be up thinking about it, but I slept great. I fell asleep really fast. Once I did wake up, I was thinking about it a lot, but it's good to visualize. Coffee is actually tasting better the more I sip it. It feels really nice out. You can feel the humidity, which I actually really like. I wish I had like a nice view to look at. I'll show you what I'm looking at. We got our rental car. She cute. An Audi. Some nice grass. Porta potty. And then there's the highway. My coach gave me some post-it notes with little notes on them, and then she left a few for me to write. So she had, I am prepared, I am capable, I control my energy, I trust what I've built, visualize, I've already done this, which I have. My energy stays steady all day. I stay locked in but relaxed. That is something I do want to remember is the relaxation side, because I tend to get really tense through my upper body. So we're gonna try to remember to relax the upper body and just be relaxed with it in general. Being tense doesn't really help us. And then I added, oh wait, she says, close your eyes, 1 deep breath, see 1 clean rep in your head, repeat your anchor, which my anchor is gonna be big push, and go. So this will be perfect because I can say this to myself before every event to just keep me centered and level-headed. And then I added, I have everything I need to execute this optimally. I already have everything I need. It's already all inside of me. I'm just gonna do it. And then I added, pressure is purpose. When I feel it, I lean into it. And I've already won. Big push. It's my turn. Getting real, you guys. It's getting real.
I might move like a Kobe, but I'm far from a snake.
Honestly, I was training for this since November, so 5 months of training for this competition. Before that, I've always been a strength trainer. I was an athlete in college and things, so the athletic performance side is something that I've always somewhat done, but I have never trained to this specificity of athletic performance training. Okay, so we really dialed in directly on the events happening at Apex so I could progress myself as much as possible within these 5 months, be able to perform at the best of my abilities at Apex. If you're watching this and you've been seeing what I've been posting, you're like, what the heck even is Apex? I'll give you a little debrief on that too, and I'll post kind of the events. So basically, it is a 40-yard dash, a sprint, and then you do an overhead med ball toss behind you. Then you do a broad jump, vertical jump, trap bar deadlift for women at 275, as many reps as you can in a minute, bench press at 115, as many reps as you can, and then you go and you run a mile. All that being said, I ended up placing 12th overall out of 50 women, so I am happy. I'm happy with my results, happy with my performance overall. I will say there were a few events that I did not hit numbers that I have hit in training. Had I hit those numbers, I would have been in the top 10, but we live and we learn. We're going for it for next time. Honestly, biggest takeaway for me overall was just how incredibly grateful I am to be able to perform at that level, to be able to execute these events and push myself to those types of limits, because not everyone gets that opportunity. And at the end of the day, it was a huge win for me to even compete in this type of competition in the first place. It was incredibly out of my comfort zone, something that I feel has pushed me to be better. And that for me is the most important part. Like, numbers aside, I am just so happy that I was there. I did it. I had fun with it, and I performed to the best of my ability on that day. So, day of, we'll take you through a little bit of my experience. So, going into the event the night before, I could not fall asleep, made myself eat a really good meal the night before, morning of, was not able to eat, you know what I mean, the game day jitters. So I feel like I went into this with not the best amount of rest and fuel, but that's kind of how competition days just go. But when you're lifting that amount of weight, food is very, very important. Also, for my girly girls who get it, it was the day before my period. So my strength was pretty much at an all-time low when it comes to the weeks out of the month. The week before my period is when I feel my weakest and I am the most fatigued. So we had those types of things going into the competition, but honestly, all that aside, day of, like, things happen, the way that you're feeling, the nerves and all of that is going to affect your performance regardless. So sprint up first round, I get a 5.3. I'm like, oh nah. We got to hit the 5.2 at least. In training, I have hit lower ends of 5.2, and I don't track my times on my sprints consistently, although I would like to. But when we did test it, I was hitting like a 5.23 type. Day of second sprint, I get a 5:2.69. At least we hit the 5:2. I was happy with that at the end of the day, but I know I can go faster. For me, it really is going to come down to perfecting the technique of the start of the sprint. And I think I just like did it. And I was just like, I'm just doing it. I don't really know how good my technique actually was, especially looking back at the pictures, but what's done is done. Next up is the med ball toss. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if I've been measuring my med ball toss wrong, but normally in training, I've been able to hit 38 through 40 feet. And I got a 36 and a 35. So I wasn't incredibly happy with that, but we were really working on just detaching from the numbers in the moment and just continuing to go and have fun with it. So moving on to the jumps, next up is the broad jump. I think my legs were just tired. I think I was just shot. I wanted to make sure I was still moving as much as I could because there was a lot of time to rest in between each sprint and each jump, and it almost kind of like took you out of the proper headspace a little bit for me. And I was practicing some jumps in between, and I feel like I might have just jumped a little too much because first jump, and I've learned this in my training, that I reach a point where I am fatigued and I can no longer stick the broad at the distance that I'm shooting for. So first jump, I stick it because I'm like, girl, you need to at least stick one. So I stick it at a 6.9. In training, I have consistently been able to hit 6.11 through 7. Still believe in that. God, someone tell me I'm alone. I needed that. I'm telling you, they need to turn this up. 3. So I'm like, okay, second jump, girl, like let's get in the 7s here. You know you can do it. I jump. I don't stick it. My legs were just done. I was just fatigued, and it becomes very hard for me to stick those broad jumps when I'm pushing myself like that. I've just learned that from my training process. So we ended up with a 6.9 for the broad, which I was not super happy about. But again, we kept the vibes high. I was not going to dwell. You have to move on to the next station and get in a different headspace. So here comes the vert. The vert has been the bane of my existence this entire training process. I cannot get the freaking approach penultimate step down. I don't know what happened. It came together. It came together on game day. And I was jumping more of like a 23 in training, and I hit 25.5. For my short self, I'm not mad. And it looked legit. It looked like I knew what I was doing, and that's really all I wanted from the vert. So I was actually happy with that. Jumps done. Time to move on to the strength. Now this is where I knew shit was going to get real. It was about to be kicked up a notch. The trap bar, we just know it's just going to hurt. Like, there's nothing, no other way to put this. Like, the trap bar is heavy. It's a heavy amount of weight, but you're telling yourself it's light as fuck. It ain't no thing. So, but the strength for me is one of my strength points, one of my strongest points. So I was looking forward to the strength aspect. In training, I had hit 18 when maxing out at the trap bar. So I knew I wanted to at least hit 20. So we went in. First of all, if any of y'all saw or noticed the chalk on my hands in my trap bar, pictures that make it look like I'm wearing a Michael Jackson glove, I just gotta give a little disclaimer backstory to that. So I used normal chalk because I thought that there was only gonna be normal chalk at this competition. They had liquid chalk. Now I know I'm never going back, but I had never used liquid chalk before. So I go to squeeze the liquid chalk onto my hands. Now mind you, stuff sped up after the jumps. I don't know what happened. I think it was because we started going 2 at a time instead of 1 at a time, but the rest in between got way less. So all of a sudden, I'm number 5 in the group, and it's like time for me to trap bar. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to go. I haven't even warmed up. I haven't done anything. I have no chalk on my hands. Where's the chalk? I find the chalk laying on the ground. I quickly put it on my hands because it's almost my turn. And that thing came out fast. It came out a lot. And I like rubbed my hands together like I was like washing my hands because I just was not thinking. Like there was a lot going on. And so it went all over my hands, but it's a look, whatever. So we go into the trap bar. I am used to the trap bar that goes in a full square. This one was only on the sides, and I think that my balance was just like off. Also, my shoulder, this guy was feeling a little wonky day of, and I think it was hard for me to like engage this lat properly. So I was like all over the place with it. Okay, so I was lifting it like a little lopsided. Not really sure what was going on there, but it was going up and it was going down. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. And I pushed myself as hard as I could on this. I ended up with 21 reps, which I was actually very happy with. 21 reps, 275 in a minute. I hit like my goal of 20, and then I was like, let's go for one more, and right at the end of the timer, like I got it all the way up. So I was happy with that. Now they gave us 4 minutes rest after the trap bar. Next up is the max bench press. Okay, so I like hobbled away from here, drank some Gatorade, ate another dried mango. I'm like laying on the ground just trying to catch my breath and like move on from what just happened. And at that point, it's time for me to bench. I was like, oh, I didn't even get to like touch a barbell yet. Like my shoulders are not ready for this. So we go straight into the max bench. I feel like I just caught my breath, even if I had caught my breath. And yeah, my shoulder was just like not really working with me. I like couldn't get this down to get the lats to work as well. In training, I have hit easily 15, 16, 17, thinking I still had some left in the tank with my maximum at the 115. Now, I think I just put my all into the trap bar, and at that point, my strength just plummeted. And remember, day before my period, my strength is already pretty low. I hit 13, and I could not get any more than that. I failed at rep 14. So that also was a little disappointing to me because I know I can do more at 115. But looking at all the numbers of the women, those that scored high in the trap bar, they did go down a little bit in the bench press. And I think that a lot of that was just we didn't have a lot of time to rest. And yeah, I don't know. The rest portion for the strength could have been a little longer. Like I said, I feel like we got a lot of rest in the beginning and not so much rest towards the end, which is where I felt like I needed it a lot more.
Hello, Future Maya popping in. I'm not sure why the rest of my little recap video is not playing, so I'm just gonna do a little voiceover for the rest of it. But we finished off with the mile. I ended up getting a 7:28, I believe, on the mile, and it about took it out of me, y'all, after maxing out on the trap bar, maxing out on the bench, and then maxing out on the mile. I was cooked, but we did not give up. We pushed through, tried to sprint it out at the end, and we honestly, it was such a fun time. Like, I'll let this little bit play at the end. I don't look like I'm having fun here, but I did have a blast.
Oh, woo! You did it! You finished Apex! Would you say your hard work paid off? Okay.
We're done, baby. We did it.
Good Lord.
We did it. How you feel?
I feel great. It took us about like 2 hours to complete the whole entire thing.
Yeah, not bad.
Not terrible. I'm so happy to be done now.
I'm so glad it's done. That mile I was like dreading, but we did it. I am definitely tired, but I feel good.
Yeah, I'm like, I could probably do another event.
If it doesn't involve lifting 275 pounds or running the mile.
Maybe something like
Quick,
that.
like the jumps again?
Like the jumps.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Give me a second on the broad, please, because that was...
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, no, give me...
I failed my second.
Yeah, cannot do the deadlift, cannot do the bench again. No.
I could probably do the bench
Who am I
again.
kidding? I'm dead.
Now we're watching the men run the mile and dying as
And
well.
I'm so happy it's not me because it is so hot right
Yes.
now. We had to compete when it wasn't that hot.
And that's what they do. Like, they let the women go first. Ladies first, as we should. And now we're just gonna enjoy. Here's Jasmine, my girl who took all the videos for me. She's so sweet.
If they suck, don't come to me.
I was like, where?
I'm like, don't come at me.
Oh wait, she's back.
They freaking crushed it.
Say hi to the vlog. I was like, where'd my photographer go?
Like, she's done. She tapped out.
Oh, you got a drink.
I did.
Okay, what we got?
Electrolyte.
She said it's not good. It's okay. Apex won't see this. If they do, I'm going places. Okay.